research design as the blueprint of scholarly inquiry and transformative teaching. Research design constitutes the strategic blueprint that operationalizes a study's methodological framework into actionable steps for data collection, analysis, and interpretation. It is the detailed plan that specifies how a researcher will answer the research questions within the parameters of their ontological, epistemological, axiological, and methodological commitments. At its core, research design addresses the questions: what, where, when, how, and with whom will the research take place? Research design is vital because it structures the entire inquiry process, ensuring coherence, feasibility, and rigor. It determines the selection of participants or data sources, the timing and setting of data collection, the tools and techniques employed, and the procedures for managing and analyzing data. It also encompasses considerations of validity, reliability, trustworthiness, and ethical integrity, thereby safeguarding the study's credibility and impact. Different research designs align with various methodological paradigms. Experimental and quasi-experimental designs typically correspond to positivist paradigms, focusing on control, manipulation, and measurement of variables to establish causality. For example, a doctoral study might use a randomized control trial to test the effectiveness of a new teaching intervention on student performance. Case study designs, prevalent in qualitative and interpretivist traditions, provide in-depth, contextualized analysis of particular individuals, groups, or institutions, offering rich insights into complex social phenomena. For instance, a doctoral researcher might conduct a case study of a rural school's adaptation to inclusive education policies. Mixed methods designs integrate qualitative and quantitative components to capture both breadth and depth, combining numerical data with narrative accounts to deepen understanding. A critical realist doctoral project might adopt this design to explore both systemic factors and individual experiences influencing educational outcomes. In doctoral research, a well-constructed research design serves several critical functions. First, it ensures alignment and integration across philosophical assumptions, methodologies, and practical procedures, thereby enhancing the study's coherence and robustness. Second, it provides transparency and replicability, allowing peers and examiners to evaluate the study's rigor and ethical soundness. Third, it facilitates practical planning and resource allocation, enabling the researcher to anticipate challenges and contingencies effectively. Research design also informs transformative teaching practice. Teaching involves designing learning experiences that align with epistemological and axiological commitments, carefully selecting pedagogical strategies, assessment methods, and classroom environments to foster critical engagement and empowerment. For example, project-based learning designs engage students actively in inquiry and problem-solving, embodying principles of collaboration, reflexivity, and social justice. Designing curricula and learning spaces with intentionality mirrors research design's strategic function in scholarship. Both require clear articulation of aims, methods, and outcomes within a coherent framework. When doctoral research and teaching practice are underpinned by rigorous, philosophically aligned research designs, they not only produce credible knowledge, but also model ethical and transformative engagement with complex realities. Such design elevates research and teaching from procedural tasks to intentional acts of meaning-making and social change. Happy learning!